Today's story is about betrayal, exposure, and the devastating price of one reckless decision. A woman believed she could test her fiancé's love through an affair, but instead, she lost everything: her family, her career, and the future she thought was secure. This is a story of love ruined and the painful truth that some choices can never be undone. My name is Clara Jensen. I'm 29, and until recently, I was engaged to Lucas Anderson, age 30. We were together for 4 years, one of those officially engaged. Lucas worked in maritime logistics, a demanding field that kept him managing shipping routes, port expansions, and global cargo operations. He wasn't just skilled at his job, he was captivating. Tall, 6 feet 3 inches, broad-shouldered, and effortlessly confident, he drew attention wherever he went. Women always noticed him, and secretly, I loved knowing he had chosen me. But over time, the pride I once felt began to twist into something darker: insecurity. Most of that insecurity centered on Sophia Lindgren. She had been Lucas's close friend since college, a marine biologist, blonde, athletic, and naturally magnetic. Sophia was everything I wasn't, and worse, she shared his world in ways I never could. They spoke endlessly about marine life, port systems, and environmental issues. When she laughed at his jokes, it was genuine, effortless. And when Lucas looked at her, I saw a comfort between them that quietly tore at me. He promised there was nothing romantic between them, and to be fair, he never gave me a reason to doubt it. He was loyal, honest, and open. But insecurity doesn't need proof. It invents its own. Last year, Lucas took on a major port expansion project, a career milestone that demanded long nights, weekends away, and constant calls. I should have supported him, but instead, I felt unseen, like a decoration in his life rather than his partner. That's when I met Jonas Mikkelsen. He owned a stylish restaurant my design firm had just remodeled. He was 32, divorced, smooth, and knew exactly how to make someone feel noticed. What began as professional conversations about decor soon turned into late-night messages and then private dinners. The first time he leaned across his car and kissed me, I didn't stop him. That moment led to a 3-month affair. I told myself it was meaningless, just physical, but deep down, I craved the validation. Jonas made me feel wanted, and I became addicted to that feeling. Before long, I wasn't even hiding it. I left my phone out, took calls in other rooms, almost daring Lucas to find out. Part of me wanted him to notice, to get jealous, to fight for me. 2 weeks before our wedding, he finally did. It was a Tuesday. Lucas came home early while I was in the shower. My phone was buzzing with explicit texts from Jonas. He saw everything, every message, every picture, every degrading detail. When I stepped out, he was sitting on the bed, holding my phone. His face was calm, no anger, no sadness, just cold clarity. "Interesting reading," he said softly. My stomach dropped. I scrambled for words. "It's not what it looks like. It was a test. I needed to know if you still cared. You've been so distant." The words sounded pathetic even to me. He placed the phone down, stood, and stared at me with disgust. "A test," he said flatly. "You slept with another man to test me?" I didn't mean for it to go that far. I pleaded. "It just happened." "Get dressed," he interrupted sharply. "You're embarrassing yourself." He began packing with precision, as if preparing for a trip. I begged, sobbed, clung to him, but he didn't flinch. Before leaving, he paused at the door. He took my hand, not with tenderness, but with finality, and slipped the engagement ring, his grandmother's heirloom, off my finger. "You don't love me, Clara," he said. "You love the image of us. If you truly loved me, you wouldn't have needed to test it." Then he walked away. Within 24 hours, everything fell apart. Lucas exposed it all: texts, photos, even my cruel comments, to everyone. Family, friends, co-workers, even the 150 people on our wedding guest list. He canceled the wedding venue, catering, photographer, all in his name, so every refund went back to him. By morning, my phone was flooded with messages of anger and rejection. My father: "You're no longer my daughter." My mother: Don't come home. My boss. We'll discuss your position later. Stay away for now. My maid of honor. Lose my number. Even Jonas blocked me and told mutual friends I was unstable. And Lucas? He vanished. Weeks later, he and Sophia were posting photos from the Maldives, the honeymoon that was supposed to be ours. My engagement ring had been sold to pay for their trip. The humiliation was total. My design career collapsed, my family disowned me, my friends disappeared. Within months, Lucas and Sophia were officially together, living in the apartment I had designed, building the life I thought would be mine. Then came the final blow. Months later, I saw them in Copenhagen, hand in hand. Sophia's belly round with pregnancy. Lucas's face glowed with happiness I'd never seen before. They were living the life I threw away. Now I live on Bornholm, working at a modest hotel. No one here knows who I am or what I did. To them, I'm just another woman starting over. But inside, I know the truth. I had everything and I destroyed it. I once wrote Lucas a letter I'll never send. In it, I admitted he was right. I never truly loved him. Not the real him. I loved what he gave me. Status, comfort, pride. I told him Sophia sees him in a way I never could. And I wish their child would inherit his kindness and her warmth. Then I burned the letter, because words can't undo what I did. I'm 29, but it feels like my life ended before it began. People say time heals all wounds, but some don't heal, they scar. Some mistakes are simply too deep to forgive yourself for. And that's where today's story ends, with a lesson that's painful but unforgettable. Sometimes, the consequences of our choices last forever. And sometimes the hardest truth is realizing you can't go back. If this story hit you hard, share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.